I don't know. It was a little bit colder out of the fridge than I thought it would be because the last steak I had wasn't that frozen solid, so it was kind of hard for me to time it.
Yeah, normally, at least what I've been taught and the way my mom used to do it, she would cut like a little slit and then like peel it open just a little bit to see like how it is on the inside.
Yeah, you lose a lot by doing that in terms of juices and flavor.
Yeah, but I
I
mean, I don't know.
I need to get back in the habit of doing the good old touch test because you can kind of I think what they say is I don't know how accurate it is, but you can kind of tell how well it is. Um, if it's rare or medium, it should be about how like tough you're like if you push against your chin. That's about how it
Oh,
should feel
okay.
like on a steak. If
Couldn't you do it by like temperature too, or is
if
it
I had
one
a
that?
thermometer,
Oh, you
which
don't have
I
one of
don't,
those,
I'm too fucking lazy for that.
dude. You can get them for like $10. They're cheap.
I know, but I said I'm too lazy, not too cheap for that.
Yeah. Like that's like one of the things like I would for sure get like if I ever lived on my own, just so I know that I am cooking stuff right.
Yeah.
So I used to actually never even use that kind of stuff. I would just like cook it forever long and used to, but then like I never even like knew that food temp was an actual thing. And I was like, oh, that would probably make it much easier to determine whether or not based on heat instead of based on color.
Right.
Because like there's some stuff where it's like you want it to be this color to be good, and then it's like you want it this color to be bad. And I'm like, so which one? Which one is it? They both look the same.
Yeah. Yeah, temperature is usually the best way to go, but you can if you get into a groove, you can just kind of tell based off time, but
Oh yeah.
I
Well
still
yeah.
haven't
That
quite
obviously
found
comes
my
with
groove.
like much more cooking experience.
Yeah, I only started cooking steaks recently, so
Yeah, I've only been cooking for like maybe a year and a half, maybe two. Because otherwise, like the rest of my life, which is why I'm fat, has basically just been, oh, let's throw a pizza in the oven, or let's make some mac and cheese. Just boil those for a little bit, okay, we're good. That's my food for the day. Or ramen noodles, microwave
uh,
those.
you don't really need to temp. Most steaks are pretty safe. Like you could almost eat a steak like completely raw.
Yeah, which is why the meme is bloody raw steak in our card.
Yeah, like it's almost safe. I wouldn't do it still, but
I would never do
like
that.
steak is actually a fairly clean cut.
Yeah, it's one of those
Um,
meats that are generally okay.
yeah, I don't do it with ground beef though. Ground beef is no that's bad because you never know what's it gets into ground beef. But yeah, most steaks are.
The ham.
What's up?
You want some worms?
No, I'm good. I'm not gonna eat that pork tartar.
I get that's where, dude. I saw a documentary on those when I was in health class in high school. Oh my god, dude, they're scary. They like cut like it's disgusting, and like I don't know if I want to talk about it on screen, but they like come out of your dick.
Yeah, let's not. Let's go ahead and talk about these bans a little bit. Urgot did get banned away from Clovers, but the Kaiser's still up. Soccer going to be grabbing that first pick for them.
Yeah, that was health class. That learning about private parts, that was fun.
I thought we got off of this. Alistar for Xylandis. Let's see what Death Day ends up grabbing as well. Looks like Alaha going to be grabbing Kindred.
Yeah, it seems pretty standard. It seems to be the pick for him to go to these days. Is the Kindred.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty decent farming or kind of aggro carry pick, which I think can pay off pretty well.
It's not the no offense to him, but the Rengar display we saw when he was last on Rockport.
The sit in the bush for 3 minutes, waiting for somebody to step up, Rengar.
And then also go for their backline while their team's doing Dragon, and then just totally ignore it, and then it gets stolen because their jungler just went over the wall and stole it.
That did happen.
It was a very interesting.
His games have been getting better though. His Graves games are pretty good. He didn't play bad on that Hecarim last game, but his team just wasn't able to do anything. I don't think because they didn't have like a great proper front line. It made it very difficult for them. Because every time Rakan went in, he just got instantly CC'd and died. The Malzahar, was typically able to ult him and just call it good. Or the Leona could stun as well, and that's going to be picked up again for Mango. They want to be able to get that CC chain off.
I was going to say, if they actually go with the Ezreal there, that'd be kind of depressing, because then they would really be liking the damage unless they plan on going something else for mid and top. But they go with Tristana. Malzahar actually getting banned away, so we'll have to see what they go with mid lane. But he does still have Zoe, if they don't ban that, or Twisted Fate. So he's actually got quite a few picks, unless they decide to ban those away as well.
Yeah.
Oh, getting a phone call. Probably my driver. Be right back.
Alright. Go get your food. More bans thrown at Zog, though. The Malzahar and the Fizz. Goo definitely drafting a little bit better this time. And another Gangplank and Darius ban for DoV. Trying to get Clover's a decent matchup up top. One where she can adequately stomp. Looks like into a potential Poppy might be difficult. She is a pretty hard top laner to beat these days. But Clover's possibly picking up the Scion. That would be a pretty decent pick. Does okay into Poppy. And definitely outscales in terms of tankiness. I usually see Scions with about 700 to 1500 extra health by the late game. And while Poppy does get bonus MR and armor from her W, definitely not to the caliber of Scion scaling with his. So hey, dude, maybe Clovers will go lethality Scion here. Who knows? But Zog going to be covering Talon. Pretty aggressive pick for himself.
I am back.
Welcome back, senor.
Talon, interesting. Surprisingly, I don't think I've seen him play Talon yet.
You don't think what?
I think I've seen him play Talon yet.
No, he's played a couple of Assassins, but I don't think we've seen the Talon. White, though, grabbing a Kali. This is going to be a really fun mid lane.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. It'll be a battle of the Assassins.
Schomber's asking you to make your dining experience less obtrusive.
Hey, you know what? It's music. It's making beautiful noises in the background.
Yeah, dude.
For you to hear. It helps for when I'm not actually talking.
Totally. This is the music of the 25th century. He's just ahead of his time.
Don't you love when you order out to eat?
Yeah, it's okay. I don't mind it.
What would be your favorite restaurant?
My favorite restaurant. That's a good question. I don't really have one. I can actually say I don't have a favorite restaurant.
Honestly, like if I had to choose one, it'd probably be Carrabba's. If you're familiar with those,
I've heard of it. I've never been there.
Basically, like a better, what is it? That other Italian place that's famous.
I don't know. Olive Garden.
Yes, that place. It's basically like a better Olive Garden.
Okay.
So I like it. It's cool. I went there for my sister's birthday one year, actually.
Oh, nice.
It was the first time I went there. A little weird. It was almost like it like wasn't fancy, but like it was kind of fancy because it's like one of those places where like they show like the cook actually cooking everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Or like so like you can see like the flames and stuff, like all the crazy stuff they do in the kitchen.
Right, they make it look really fancy when it's probably some guy that barely got his GED.
Yeah, pretty much. or just then, but made a cooking chain. So
He didn't go to Olive Garden. He went to Carrabba's.
yep,
Yeah,
Carrabba's.
he compared it to Olive Garden.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really have a favorite restaurant. I've got like a favorite like of a type. Like if you could give me like a type of restaurant, I could probably like, oh yeah, my favorite of that type is this. But
Well, that would just be a type of food, not restaurant.
well, no, because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a favorite restaurant though. They're all kind of the same to me in the long run. Um, DOV's draft, I think, is mostly fine. The Talon's a little bizarre, but I think he'll be able to maneuver the fights well enough. Well, he might be able to. I think his character can. I don't know if he will. Um, and I think it's definitely kind of into his style with the assassin. I don't know why he wouldn't have picked a Kali though, because that was up, and the Talon is a little bit
Actually, don't
bizarre of
think
a
he
pick for
plays Akali,
him.
though.
Say what?
Actually, don't think he plays Akali though. Or
He
has
does.
before?
He's played it
Oh, he does.
a couple times. But yeah, that's the only sore thumb there. I think the rest of DOV's comp is actually really, really good because Gragas can disrupt the Kindred ult. Scion outscales Poppy and does pretty similar work in the early game.
Technically, Gragas can screw over the Akali too.
Yeah.
Since if she goes in Shroud, he can just alter out of it.
Yeah, I'm more so looking at Rusty's squeeze box this game than I am Zog because I think Zog on Assassin is going to be the same no matter what his enemy team is. Right? He's either going to do well or he isn't. That's just Zog.
That's also just Talon.
Yeah, and I think Gragas is really the man of the match here, seeing how well he can pull that off. And maybe Soccer will get an MVP. Who knows?
Does Orcapin play gameplay, or is that of a mid lane man?
It's probably against Orcapin. Because I don't think White plays GP at all.
I don't think I've seen Orcapin play GP yet either, though.
We also mostly seen Orcapin in the jungle, though.
Yeah. That is true.
I hate that Poppy skin.
That one? It's not bad.
Lollipoppy.
Lollipop.
I mean, that's what it's called.
I know.
Oh, I missed a phone call. I hope that wasn't important. Oh well.
Watch it just be from your job. Where the hell are you?
It's a Saturday. The office isn't open on Saturday.
Oh, it's not important. Unless you have a family member of such dying. And they're just calling you about it.
I wouldn't expect it from that area code.
What area code is it?
I have no clue. That's why.
Oh. And then say
New
like,
York.
Florida. Oh yeah, so probably collectors or of some sorts.
Right.
Or
It's just a scam caller.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but we're loading in. Spectate functions this time. That's good. And yeah, we're gonna be able to.
My game hasn't even started loading again though, but it could just be like last time where it just randomly started.
Yeah.
Oh, now they're loading. Yay!
Yay!
Oh, look, there it is.
Woo-hoo.
This just doesn't show loading part of it anymore.
It does. I mean, it showed it for me. It just must have been glitchy for you.
Well, it'll go to like 12%. Like it won't show them like load. It'll go to 12% and then just instant load.
Yeah, possibly.
Oof.
Yeah, Rusty gonna be on a ward. At least he knows it though.
Yeah. Too bad. He's a noob though. He didn't get 2 hits. He got 1.
Yeah.
See it right away. Gotta get 2 hits.
Yeah, we didn't do a bet this game. What do you want to do for a bet?
Minions have spawned.
First dragon timer?
We did a first dragon on, or did we do first dragon?
We did first dragon, but we
No,
didn't
I mean
do
like
first
on another
dragon timer.
on the first set of the day. I forget which ones we did on the first set. I don't remember actually.
Well, the first set of the day we did first dragon, like who would get first dragon.
Right.
We didn't do like.
Yeah, but I don't know. We've
Sure.
already done like, even though it's not the same. Like, I don't know. We could do. This looks like it's gonna be a bloody game. You want to do over under kills at 15?
Sure.
Let's actually make it 20 since we've already started. That way people maybe a little bit less to go off of.
20.
Like, yeah, kills at 20 minutes, not 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was like 20 kills.
20 kills of 15. Good God, how aggressive do you think this is gonna be?
It's insane.
Yeah.
Let's see. 20 minutes. Why don't we go 12, 12 and a half?
5 kills at 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. All right, and that is going to be total, which means combined from both teams.
Twelve and a half seems good, being they're both assassins.
Yeah, both assassins, both
And Gragas.
Gragas and Kindred could both play a little aggro in the early game. I think top lane has a lot of potential. Both of these are tanks that kind of do want to fight a little, so.
Kindred not so much, just because her ganks are much harder to get off, but really the only lanes she's going to be ganking are going to be top or bot, at least early, anyway.
Yeah.
Mid, I feel it'll be hard to get off, like, this talent can just run away. Whatever side she comes in from.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Rusty is going to get engaged on by White, though. Lots of damage coming out. The Electrocute is on. We'll see if he goes down. The Ignite, the first blood for Al Haringar. He will get himself a kill. How many? He says 2 stacks already. Yep. That was a stack for him, so already starting to get a pretty strong advantage in this game. Orgrimmon might need to be a little bit careful. Clover's going to be able to get a smack off in the middle of the charge. Flashing forward for the kill. Clover's...
Oh, no! Oh, he got it. Nice.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, that was crazy. He actually got the Destiny Smash in the middle of Poppy using the heroic charge. Knocked him over right before he got knocked back.
This is not as ridiculous as what I had happen. Yesterday I was playing a game with my buddies. There was a really fat E.
Yeah.
And I was playing Jin. And I autoed. And my auto animation went off. And it never got to the E before he alpha striked me. And my whole HP bar disappeared. It was gone.
Rough.
And I was like, really? Because he was under 100 HP and it was 4 shots. So I would have killed him.
Yeah.
Like, the animation just, like, never even went off.
That sucks. But, yeah, game's definitely going to be a fun and bloody one. Clover's saved TP, so has a decent advantage there if he takes a bad trade on the Scion. Then she's going to be able to back out. I'm a little curious what they're maxing first. Looks like they are maxing Q. That's good. That is what you do after the ear nerfs. Typically want to max Q.
Curious. 2 questions.
Sure.
Well, I guess 2 in 1. Can Poppy's W block both Scion's E and ulti?
His E is not a movement spell.
Well,
It's
like
a projectile.
The
I mean, it's not even a projectile. It doesn't stop projectiles, though. It's not wind wall. It stops movement spells. And
I mean,
even since since it's going to be an allied minion, that's you can't block your own team from moving either. And it does not stop his ulti because his ulti is not a movement spell either. And he's also unstoppable. That's why it's called Unstoppable Onslaught.
It'd be like the old Bard days when people, like, when Bard first come out, everybody was like, let's just ult our team and then leave him. And then watch him come unalted and then die.
Yeah, man.
I hated Bard release. That was probably like the worst release ever, because literally everybody just trolled with him.
Yeah. It was a little frustrating to play against. Or play against on your own team.
Yeah.
Wizard gonna Gonna respect the Kindred, giving a lot of room over there.
Yeah, another gank though. Able to walk away from because it is Kindred early. So,
Yeah.
unless it is top lane or bot lane, or at least if the top lane is pushed rather, not really gonna be doing much.
Yeah, Zog and White, though, going to be getting into a fight, but White does have ult. The Ignite's on. Is he able to trade this back? I think they're going to just trade kills.
But he took another tower shot.
He did. He dashed back in and took the tower shot. It's going to end his life. Alaha did not get an assist for that. So no stacks for him at all. Not able to get the Wolves either, so... Camille most similar release? Actually, yeah, probably Camille. One of the most stupid releases ever. I'm lucky I wasn't playing them, but I saw it happening.
It was broken, but to be honest, there were still a lot of games that were winnable. I think it was just more people didn't understand her at the time. Bard was just troll because people literally ult you to kill you, and there was nothing you could do about it.
Yeah.
Or even Callista. Callista's passive, for whatever reason, you don't become invulnerable when you do the passive thing. So, you can do it in lane, and you actually just can't do anything, and you'll just die if they auto-attack you. That was really annoying, too.
Yeah. Clovers looks like gonna go for that Righteous Glory first. Got the bombies just for the assist on wave clear, but now going for the Righteous Glory to get that engage. Unless it's possible it could actually be a Frozen Heart. She didn't go for the Grasp of the Undying, so... Or she went for Grasp of the Undying, not for Glacial Augment, which is what you would typically see for Righteous Glory, so you can get that AoE slow off.
Yeah. But either way, Righteous is still a good item on him regardless.
It is. I do think actually looking at it now, I think a Frozen Heart makes a lot more sense. Into a Tristana and a Kindred. You really want that AoE attack speed slow.
Yeah, I was going to say, against their team, Frozen Heart would be better.
Yeah. Yep, looks like DoV. They do want to try and make a play down here, though. They do have Gragas with Predator ready. They just need to make an engage happen, but you are going to be giving them quite a bit of respect. Clovers trading against Orcapin. Not going to be able to find too much quite yet. Now in the mid lane, again, White and Zog trading back and forth. How much are they able to get done? Both of them invis means no one's going to be the wiser. And they leave the fight. That was pretty funny.
They're just both what invis, they're nah, what?
Yeah. The sad thing is that was Zog's ult to go invis, and that was Akali's 18-second spell to go invis. So Zog definitely got the better end of that now. Now Rusty needs to be careful not having flash. Here comes Alaha, able to get a good slow off. Is the dragon going to be proc to bring in the kill? It doesn't even need to happen. He's gonna fall down. Is that another stack over to Alaha? It is... I don't know. He's F3. I don't know if he got one from that, though. I don't think he did.
No, he didn't have a stack on the Gragas. I think he just started it, but it didn't go off in time.
Possibly. But still, that's going to help out quite a bit. Goo now sitting almost 1,000 gold up. Finding themselves some advantages. They do scale pretty well with the Kindred and the Tristana as well.
I don't know if it was that big of a yikes.
Nah. Didn't seem that bad to me.
Nope. However, even if a team fight happened, well, I guess if they aced each other. See, how many kills do we need? We're at 5, so we need 7 kills. To happen at 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, a lot can happen in the next 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, the next time. That'd be pretty insane to see that big team fight at the start, though.
Yeah, the game's definitely slowing down, though. Both top laners Both top laners seem fine, just trading back and forth and not really going for too much. Just getting the farming off.
That's Scion lanes, pretty much. Play Scion, play against another tank. Let's see how low we can get him. Let's see how low he gets me.
Yeah.
And then I just
and then everybody resets.
Yeah. Or I just spam my corruption potion and then just heal everything.
Yeah. I do kind of wish that Clovers had taken Glacial Augment. I think the Grasp is fine, but would probably have a lot more options against the Poppy with the Glacial Augment to be able to get those slows off and be able to chase forward. It's a very potent rune for Scion because of that.
Mm-hmm. But to be honest, even with Glacial Augment, you're generally not really going to be using it until you get the Righteous.
I mean, the auto attacks help a lot in lane, more so than I think Grasp does, I think.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of... Because Poppy, in a best-case scenario, has to E to you to stop you from getting a fully charged Q off. Right? And that just puts Poppy in range to get a good slow.
Actually, 3 up top here. They're actually on the Dragon, too, so they're going that away for free.
Yeah, it's just a Windrake, so I think they're fine with that, and they're going to be going on to the Herald to try and answer.
Yeah, Herald, I think, is much better.
Yeah, if they manage to secure it, which it is getting kind of low, but Goo Factory are here looking like they want to go on to Zog, but Explosive Cast already been used, but here comes Unstoppable Onslaught, going to go wide. It's now Alaha on the wrong side, going to try and dodge away from this. I think Rusty Squeezebox actually going to get saved by that ultimate, but a lot of low health bars means this fight could really go either way. There goes the Gragas first. Now Clover's trying to get something done. The flash in, is he able to get the Q off? He does find a kill there. Now Zog wants to find his way back in as well, but the rest of Goo have made it up as Tristana and Alistar are going to be able to pick up another kill for them.
Are you behind me or am I ahead of you?
Isn't that the same thing? Yeah, sometimes the client will freeze a little bit.
Yeah.
And it'll stop the time for just a second. So this happened a few times, I guess.
I was confused because it sounded like you were ahead of me, but then it's like I was watching this stuff happen before you were saying it, but I don't know, it's really weird.
That is weird. But game definitely opening up. First tower did go over to Goo. They're going to be getting themselves the Rift Herald as well.
Oh, they did. I guess they'll get bot tower at least.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a trading of towers, but the Herald, a good pickup for Goo.
I actually found this funny, too. I was watching Alphabet play in Korea earlier today.
Sure.
And you ever watch like the Korean Pike?
No.
No? I was gonna say, because it's funny when he cues, like I don't know like what he's supposed to actually say like when he cues, but in Korea when he cues he's like no. It just sounds like he shouts no every time he cues.
It sounds weird.
Yeah, Pink Ward.
Yay! Woo! They killed a ward.
Take the damage on top tower. Kindred's actually up here. We might have to be careful.
Yeah, DoV still on an okay spot. They are down a couple thousand gold, but still have pretty good map control. Open up bot's going to help them out quite a bit. And with how low top's getting, they can really start doing some stuff. They just need to be careful because Xylantis is coming in. Not going to be able to land the Pulverize, though. Just a headbutt to knock Zog away. I'm going to guess he fumbled his combo.
Yeah. Probably either forgot to press the Q, or it went too fast for him to press the Q.
Yeah.
His reaction too slow.
Worth noting again, Soccer going for the AP build with an AD mid laner and a fairly AD heavy top laner, even if it's a tank. Pretty decent idea, I think, going for the AP this time around. It's going to give him a good spread of damage.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel that it's better.
Yeah, Glover is not wanting to get dove there. Did see white on a ward.
Yeah,
so they're going to...
that our whole team was up there.
Yeah, Clover's deciding to dodge out of that situation. Rift Herald with 5, gonna force down this tower most likely. Talon trying to answer on the bot side, but they need to get people up here because this Herald is still here.
Yeah, and they might even be able to just get 2 for free. So because Clovers has got to walk back now, not wanting the TP. So.
Yeah, and with an engage from the All-Star onto Soccer, he's getting really low. He's going to go down to a nice 3-man stun from Leona into a 3-man knockup as well. Alaho trying to frontline, still has ult if he needs it, but an explosive cast going to go wide. Versus Squeezebox not able to get anything done there, and another charge going to be coming from the Rift Herald. It's just going to get the low tower pretty low. They look like they might want to try and dive. They didn't get the Poppy ult off in time, but still find a kill on to Gragas. He's going to go down. Next up is going to be Clovers. Zog still bot lane, only trading 1 tower for 3 and an inhib and several kills. This DoV gonna give a little bit too much over to Goo right there.
Yeah, that's an inhib at 17 minutes is pretty insane. No, don't give him 1 more kill. No.
Yeah, but they're gonna go in onto the Kaiser. He does manage to get away, but I think someone might still fall down in this situation. Mango, are they still just pushing? Zog hasn't even backed yet. They're still able to push up onto this tower, but another engage from the Gragas. Still have the Lamb's Respite though, as they're gonna try and save the fight right now. Mango Crow gonna get engaged on, going back in with the Z Blade. He's gonna fall down now. Soccer in a little bit of trouble, but the Ensemble Onslaught gets a lot of damage off onto the Strana. He's actually gonna fall down, and now the barrel roll from Gragas doing a lot of work, but another engage back in from Goo. A double kill for White. And Zog is still bot side, still trying to push up on that. Demona probably have to respect the Poppy.
You should actually be able to kill her, but yeah.
He shouldn't. No, he hasn't even finished an item.
Well, I was just gonna say, if she wasn't under tower, he could kill her.
Yeah.
Being under tower, not able to go for that. That was a very interesting trade.
Yeah, Zog just did not recall, like, ever.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what happened there. But, I do get an inhib. And now we're finally back to normal. Have to see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, you can call this map state normal. This is looking pretty rough for DoV right now.
Well, normal by...
They're back to neutral, I would say that. Yeah. That was definitely interesting. They gave up a lot there, not stopping the Rift Herald, not forcing it down by hitting the eye. They just let a lot of engages happen on them, and now they're down a significant amount of gold. They're down an inhib and gonna be losing another dragon as well.
And that'll be a Mountain Drake for Goo Gaming.
Yeah. Mountain Drake for them is going to help out quite a bit. Tristana loves Mountain Drake, one of her favorites. She's already good at taking towers. That just kind of exacerbates that. Rengar, though, going to be forced to run away, maybe try and turn this around. I don't think he's got the damage to get more than just 1 kill. Even that was a surprise.
Yeah, that's actually still worth for him. 1 for 1, and they're gonna get a bot tower. So
yeah.
And again, this looks like another base race. Like I don't understand what's going on. They're trying to base race at Tristana with 2 people, and there's 4 bot lane, and they're only sending their Gragas down there.
Yeah. It's definitely a rough situation. That was a really good body slammer. The explosive cast. Actually, a little bit of lag from my spectate there. Didn't actually get to see what happened. Sadly.
Yeah, that kind of happened, but I still saw the Gragas did flash body slam, and well, not flash, but
yeah, he body slammed the pulverize from the All-Star, and then the explosive cast I think actually sent whoever he was trying to disengage off him more towards his base, which made it a little bit rough for him. I'm gonna try and catch the time up just a bit. Was about a second or 2 behind. But now Zog in a little bit of trouble. The steadfast presence going to be stopping a lot of options here. As now Soccer's going to be the first one to fall down this fight. Mango Crow next in line, as Goo are just walking over DoV in game 2 right now.
Yeah, and it seems like they just don't even know like how to respond to anything right now. Like DoV is just, or Goo is just pretty much just doing anything. DoV is like not even really responding. If they do respond, they're just only sending 1 person.
Yeah. And Baron's up. Looks like we might see it get started just 20 minutes into the game.
Baron, yeah.
Yep. I don't think
I
there's
love
a
how they
whole lot
always
of
make,
options
like,
here,
the,
but Rusty Sweetlock going to try and get in. Is he able to get anything done? No, the Baron's not even close to low enough. He's going to go down 9-1-4, but almost a steal from Zoggy. He's still going to trade his life over for it, though. So double kill is going to put White so far ahead on this Sakali pick right now.
It's kind of interesting how they almost like do a better job on the Baron skins for like the limited time events, and then it's like they get the worlds and it's just like ooh, skin overlay. Like it's like not like the Odyssey one where it actually looked like badass. Like this one is just like it's got a little blue and gold here and there, and that's about it.
Yeah. This inhib is going to get killed back on respawn. It just came back up from earlier. It's going to go down. DoV not looking like they want to force the issue here. So maybe going to get forced out, but an engage from the All-Star again. And with the Unbreakable Will, and now Rengar off on the side with the Kindred. Might actually fall before he can get his ult off. That could be really good for DoV. They're able to find the kill. Now they just need to start chaining more together. Zylandis is a little bit extended. Going to get hit by another Decimating Smash. And he's going to get a nice headbutt to disengage Mango Crow. But now Soccer's back in the fight as well. White's going to go in. Is he able to get a kill? He does. And Tristana in as well. And the Steadfast Presence stops Zog from getting anything done. And now DoV are trying to run for the hills. Their carry is dead. What can they get done? Is Orphan going to dive again and get a kill off onto Zog? He's going to go and try and chase down Clovers now. 4 members of DoV are dead with Baron and 2 inhibs down. I don't think this is defendable. DHJ.
Nope, this is definitely the game. As much as Clovers wants to do anything on this, I think they can pretty much.
Yeah, actually, wow, maybe 1,000 gold shutdown onto White. That's a Decimating Smash and Body Slam. He's going to be able to save the game. Never mind. Game's not done yet.
Greg is finishing his jungle item. Apparently, one-shots the economy.
I mean, a lot of that was the knock-up from Sion. Just had nobody there to interrupt it.
Yeah, I guess.
And that did that move does a lot of damage. Let's go ahead and read its damage numbers. It does, at max rank, it does about, or max, like full charge, it does like 600 damage right now.
Yeah, she did max that first this game, too. So
yeah.
For the E-max.
Yep. Game's pretty much unwinnable for DoV, but it's not over yet.
They are at least still trying, so that's always good to see, because you never like to see, like, while it is one thing to give up, it's like another thing when you see teams, like, when they give up, they just kind of run it down to commit suicide.
Right. They see the enemy having an advantage, and they're just like, I'm going to force a fight. And it's just like, no, you want to take this slowly and carefully. So at least they're trying right now. It's definitely going to be hard. So I think once Soccer gets that Nashers, it'll help out a little bit, being able to punch through more people with more damage. But
and Clovers does have a Frozen Heart, so she did go the Frozen Heart build like what we were talking about before. So maybe with these new items, them having 2 items on pretty much everybody except for Soccer, might actually still be kind of close if they can get something off of this. But
it's gonna have to happen now, though, when Soccer doesn't have a chance to back for the Nasher's Tooth either, which means he's not gonna have that for any kind of fight. But Orkvin does step forward. A nice Solar Flare lands onto the Tristana, but she's gonna be able to get out, and a Body Slam gonna land onto multiple people. A nice explosive catch, maybe used a little bit early, though, as the Lamb's Respite is out now. Everybody's gonna try and get into this, but White onto the back line, gonna get himself a kill already, and now Rengar actually gonna be traded over as well. White picks up a kill onto Kai'Sa, and now Orkabid is going to be helping out DoV. Well, helping out DoV die, I suppose. But Clover's the last one alive, wants to get some kind of retribution kill. Going to be able to find his way there, but White is looking for the game. So the rest of the team wants to go for glory. Let's see if Clover's getting anything done with this TP, possibly. Nope, it's going to get canceled by the Alistar. I mean, that is going to be a Goo Factory taken game 2 in 25 minutes.
Almost the fastest game had they have not kind of fumbled early when they were pushing with that inhib.
Yeah.
I'm sure they probably actually could have got an even faster game than, what was that, Galaxy that had the 23-minute game before?
Olympic had like a 22, and then I think at some point, Rockport might have had a 20 or a 21-minute, like right after that.
I think 22 is the fastest.
I know Olympic had the fastest 22, but I'm pretty sure Rockport beat that at one point. I'm not positive though. But I did not mean to leave that. Don't get to look at damage numbers. Who do you think for MVP though?
This game, To be honest, it's kind of hard. Because like nobody like really did anything. Like it was just like they grouped up and then they just like ran it down a lane and got kills. I guess White, he went 13-2, was able to pick up the most kills towards all the chaos when stuff just started going haywire. So other than that, I mean, like I said, like there really wasn't anything like too spectacular that happened. It's like they just kind of grouped up, pushed down a lane, and
Yeah.
ended the game.
Yeah, I'd probably go White. KDA aside, the way he was playing the fights was really good. He always found his way on the backside when there was no one there, able to get a lot of advantageous fights for himself, which can be kind of difficult as a Kali. So I think White played the best out of his team.
Lowers. If we pile up our corpses high enough, they can't push.
What if your dead body stayed on the map forever?
That would actually be kind of cool. Like the old bugs, like when your body would just like jump in the air, like every time you saw it on the ground.
Yeah. I'm not gonna play Silver Scrapes.
What is that?
It's that song that they always play on LCS whenever they go to Game 5.
It's stupid.
It's Game 3, guys, not Game 5.
Song's not even good.
It's okay.
It's okay for what LCS has it for, but you know we should do Monster Cat. Get sponsored by Monster Cat like everybody else.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a YouTube music channel. Basically, they sponsor artists, and most of their artists are pretty much all electronic.
Interesting.
And all their music is free and non-copyrighted for the most part. There are some songs that are copyrighted, but basically 80% of the songs that come from that channel are not copyrighted.
Cool.
So, like non-copyrighted songs. That's another channel. Except that's mostly EDM as well.
I've never been a big EDM fan.
Yeah. I like it occasionally. I used to more when I was in high school, but like after like the whole dubstep scene kind of fell out, it did get kind of boring because now it's like more about featured lyrics and like artists for like singing. Like none, like half of it's like not even instrumental anymore, which kind of sucks because it's like there's a lot of good EDM stuff that's still out there, but it's just all they have like this one random girl singer from middle of nowhere doing 2 lines of lyrics.
Sounds pretty standard.
And it's like I just want to hear the song. I don't want to care. I don't want it to have lyrics. It's not EDM if it has lyrics. And it's just pop, basically. Well, if Goo wins, they are looking pretty decent, but do they still have a shot at making playoffs after this is the question.
Goo has to win, like, I think every single set now. I think they might be able to drop a 1, and that's including their rematches.
Yeah, how many